What's up? What's up? Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome again to another live stream on The Bill Miss Show. Here, brought to you live from YouTube. And we'll turn it over to Bruce Buffer, who's in the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Bill Miss Show, brought to you from the red corner from Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser, the king of beers. All right. No Budweiser, no butt wiper for me. Not having butt wiper. Thanks for showing up, guys. Joe Mama, I did not see your email today. Just saying. And it's okay because there's no pressure there. But just understand, I'm here to help as best I can. I got a little compliment on my hat. Thank you. This is Realtree. And yeah, it helps me stay camouflage when I am out and about in public. Yeah, I put that in there last night, Joe Mama. That's okay though. I'll drop it again tonight. That's no problem. I did actually drop it in there a couple times last night, but yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's cool. That's all right. So, how are you guys doing tonight? Totally on a whim, decided I was going to go live because thinking about going to bed, kicking it around. So we'll see how long I can stay doing this before I just have to knock out and go to bed. You know what's funny? I noticed I lost a subscriber last night. Somebody don't like me. That's all right. That's all right. It don't matter. See, when you got double digits in the subscriber list, it literally tells you when you gain one or lose one. Somebody didn't like my rhetoric, but I guess, you know what? That's a compliment. Because I haven't been holding my tongue. I've kind of been out there speaking it, giving it, truth coming at you. Some people just can't handle the truth, I guess. So, uh-oh. I only pull this voice out when I see this name. I'm just going to give it a second. I'm going to give it a second because I love this name so much that I love doing the voice. But I'm not going to do it quite yet, but it's coming. I love this voice. Yes, everybody say hello to Mr. Brian Rosenberg. Rosenberg, party of one, Brian Rosenberg. Yeah, I do actually know the equation for the bleach in the water per gallon, KK. It's, I believe if you took a dropper full of bleach, and before I tell you this, research it, because if I tell you this and you end up burning out your larynx or something like that, don't blame me. But I believe that the correct, like if you pick up a dropper and you just go, and it goes like, I can't even do it anymore. I used to be able to do that. Awesome. I was like, fuck it. All right. So you do the drop, drop, drop. I believe man, you know what? I don't even feel comfortable saying it because I didn't re-look it up after last night, but I think it's like 8 like drops, like individual drops, like drop, drop, drop. I think it's 8 per gallon. I think that's what it is, but please research that. Mr. Rosenberg says a teaspoon per gallon. I guess, if I had a teaspoon and I did 8 drops, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. I mean, it's got to be pretty close. If you're that close between having it the right concoction and not, I doubt you're gonna like burn your innards out. Probably not, but I think it is. Yeah. So to answer your question, Chris Kuhn, no, I don't know. Went a long way to come up with that answer, didn't I? Hey, Laura Hall, my New York baby doll in the house. Sorry, that was creepy. Yeah, filter it out. Yep. Robert Nozawa, Laura Hall, Chris Kuhn, Joe Mama, and my man, Brian Rosenberg. Hi, Brian. Welcome to the show. He's my friend, Brian Rosenberg. All right. You know that's never meant to offend. You know it's not. Pardon me. Excusez-moi, pardon me. So, how are you guys? It feels like it's only been a short 24 hours or maybe 23 hours since the last time we spoke, which I'm looking at the clock and that's about right. So, less than a day ago, we were here right now doing this the way we're doing it now and talking about, similar things and, other things. I don't know, except Brian Rosenberg is in the house. He's talking with me. I'm his cousin. My name is Sal. Sal Rosenberg. Thanks, Laura Hall. Oh yeah, Laura. I know you guys are some deer meat eaters. You would love this hat. Yeah, this hat. I love this hat. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. Yeah. KK, I am, I agree with Robert Nozawa, actually. We've had some chats. I agree with him on lots of things in life, and we actually get along very well. We haven't had a discussion in probably 2 or 3 months, but when we do, worlds collide when Robert Nozawa and I talk. And this is to no doing of my own, but for those of you that don't know, Robert Nozawa is a brilliant man, just so you're aware. He's a brilliant man. And he takes his time out of his day when we do talk, and he talks to a schlub like me. But yeah, when Robert Nozawa says something, you should listen. You should listen. He's like Pai Mei from Kill Bill. Remember Pai Mei? Um, Pai Mei. Well, first of all, do you remember Kill Bill? I would love it though, Laura Hall, if you would come on to a live stream. Christy Kuhn, uh, seriously, I've put this out there many times. I would love it. I could make it a 1 minute interview. I could make it a 4 minute interview. I could make it a 7.5 minute interview. I could even make it a 3-second interview. Like, hey, what's up? And you'd be like, well, I'm good. I'd be like, okay, thanks, Laura Hall. Thanks for coming tonight. Chris Kuhn, you in the house? Yep. Okay. Anyway, literally have nothing to talk about tonight except what I already spoke about last night. So let's not rehash all that. Let's touch on the fact. Let's see. Yeah, that's actually very true, Mr. Rosenberg. Very true. We do. We do. We absolutely do. And you want to hear what's funny is, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys do live streams or anything like that. I don't think you do because I'd be subscribed to you. But what's weird is like thinking about myself that way, going, man, dude, I don't know what it is, but maybe you have something that you can offer folks. And I don't know. I keep coming on, you keep showing up, and so there's that. Yeah. So I don't know. All I can say is that to me, November 11th, 2018 is right around the corner. Now, I can't pull the Q drop out of my ass. But what I can tell you is I think back in April or May, or it may even have been June, Q made a drop that said it referenced 11/11/2018. So we're 12 days away from that. Now, maybe that has something to do with the November 6th election. I don't know. But it's coming. It's coming quick. Guys, honestly, right now, how fast has this year gone by? I mean, I came on live the first time. It was March. It was March. And here we are knocking on the door in November. You guys watch my daughter get married. You guys been with me through a lot. But this year it just feels like it's fucking flown by. You want to go hunting, Robert? We'll go hunting, man. Let's go hunt some beers. I know right where to find them. Yeah. I'll be honest. I've worn this hat for many years. You guys are going to say, Bill, you're a big fucking pussy. But I'm not. I duck hunted at an early age. I fished my whole life. The one thing I never did was deer hunted up until about 10 years ago. So yada, yada, yada. That puts me at that time 36 years of age. Never went hunting, never seen a deer, never anything. I'll tell you about the first and only deer I've ever shot, but I'm not doing it tonight. But it was such a bad experience. And guys, I've grown up eating deer meat and jerky and all that and chili from many people that hunt deer. In fact, it sounded so good that even though I didn't grow up with it, I thought, yeah, I'll go shoot a fucking deer. I'm going to tell you something. I ain't ever doing it again. Not unless I'm on Naked and Afraid or It absolutely depends on it. I am not going to shoot another deer a day in my life because it fucking sucked. It, man, talk about turning the time back. Man, that was not cool. And it's not like I sat there with, and I'm a good shot. That's the bitch. I'm a good shot. If I take a shot at you, if I take a shot at something, it's going to die. And the circumstances for which I took it just sucked. I'm sure I've told this story before. Yeah, had I been sitting there waiting on a big trophy buck or something and took it down, no problem. But here I was just simply popping my cherry, and it sucked. Oh my God. It was actually more heart wrenching than the movie Bambi, which I've never seen. But I know Bambi's mom or whatever got shot, or her dad got shot by a deer. I've never seen Bambi, but oh man, you know what? Should I tell the story? Should I tell the story? You guys would probably be like, man, you fucking wuss. But I'm gonna tell you. Tell me if I should tell the story. I'll make it quick. I won't drag it out. But my God, it's still, when I think about it, you ever do something and something just wrenches at your heart like afterwards, and you're like, fuck, why did I do it? And then you start thinking about it again, you're like, fuck, why did I fucking do that? You know, I've driven cars and have hit deer on accident before. Oh, they're wiping out your corn crops. See, if I had an excuse like, they're wiping out my corn crops, that's how I live, that's how my life is going, and I need to kill these sons of bitches because they're going to eat my profits up, I could justify it and be like, okay, euthanasia by way of a lead pellet. Pow! Done. Here I was deer hunting for my first. It wasn't the first time I deer hunted. It was the first time that I've deer hunted and actually had something come into my crosshair. And it was early in the morning. The sunlight was just coming up. So it's like, there's a game. You have to wait until there's daylight breaking on the horizon before you can pull the trigger, right? So I got this. We're sitting in the blind. Sitting in the blind. And in come these does. And of course, they've got, a couple of the baby deer with them that are just learning the ropes. Let's learn the ropes. Mama, I'm just coming with you. We're learning how to do all this shit. And, oh yeah, let's bend down. Let's eat some shit. And I got this big fat deer doe in my sight. There's not a buck around him. It's my first deer I'm ever taking. And I'm in a blind. I might have had a cigarette going. I mean, I didn't. I swear I didn't. But I got this thing and it's quartered. I mean, the thing is not like, this isn't a skilled shot. This deer is quartered that I'm going to fucking hit double lung with a shotgun. Okay. This deer is coming home with me. And I'm not thinking about anything else. The day breaks, my buddy kind of over my shoulder and stuff. He knows it's my first deer. And he goes, that's a good shot. He goes, take it. And I'm like, okay. Like, because I never shot one at dusk or dawn. And there's enough light and everything. He's like, it's okay, take it. And I'm like, bam! And this doe gets hit. I like I said, I'm a good shot. It hit and it kind of turned and it quartered a little bit and it fell down and it kind of did the kick thing a minute. And instantly I'm going, fuck. What did I do? Fuck. I didn't know it was going to be like that. And the little baby deer that was next to it looks down at its mother like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And she's like half looking up like, "Get the fuck out of here." But it wasn't like that. But the deer, and it was just like they all were like, "What the fuck just happened?" And they didn't scatter, they didn't run off. They kind of turned around and walked away like what the fuck just happened? But it was the baby deer's mom that I took. And it broke my fucking heart. I mean, broke my heart. From that point on, I have not been able to deer hunt ever again. My first deer was my last deer, and it damn near killed me. I mean, it was just like I said, it would have been so much easier had this big racked deer come out and I could have been like, blam, trophy deer. No, no. Yeah, Joe Mama. I know. Yeah. Well, it was my first deer, so give me a break. It fucking sucked. And you know what? In hindsight, I mean, listen, I'll eat them. I have no problem. I fucking love how they taste. They're beautiful. They're delicious. They are delicious. There's not a lot of fat on deer. Everything about them I loved. But that kill, my first kill, uh, really fucking sucked. And it took the gamesmanship out of it for me. It was just like, no, nope. I definitely and guys, I've shot a million fucking duck in flight. I've caught a million fish, but how that went down, nope. Nope. That was it for me. Mind you, this all has nothing to do with feeding your family and all that. If it comes down to feeding the family, I'll shoot fucking the mama and I'll shoot the baby next to it because it's just different. But it was just the whole killing for sport. Well, it wasn't killing for sport because we ate it, but it just how it went down sucked. You know what I mean? It just had I grown up shooting deer and all that, I wouldn't have thought 2 seconds about it. I'd be like, fuck it. Yep, that baby just learned how to nut, turn, and quarter on somebody with a fucking shotgun and ran off. And it'd have been it. But, that's just that moment in time in my life. I couldn't think about anything different. It fucking sucked. It sucked. But it was delicious. So there's that. Red Pill, how are you, buddy? Yeah, Laura Hall, and I appreciate that because I mean you're a hunter, and I mean you know how that shit goes. I know. I mean anybody that's ever ate deer meat just knows they're fucking just delicious. If you ever order venison in a restaurant or anything, you'll pay through the fucking nose for that shit. It's such a good cut of meat. It's lean. It's just, oh my God, it tastes so good. But the kill sucked. Anyway, that's behind me. So hence, I still have the hat, but not a big deer hunter these days. At least not yet. Did you really, Red Pill? Man, dude. See, here we go. I get excited when I hear that. Dude, send me a picture, something. You got a big 10-point buck in Indiana? I love it. Love it. I love looking at trophy racks on deer too. Wow, wow, wow. I do though. I like seeing a good trophy buck and that kind of stuff. I like it. Christy Coon, I have never, ever, ever tried buffalo. It's good, huh? Never had buffalo. I've heard it's good. Wow. Yeah, that's a good buck, dude. Um I've never had ostrich. Elk. Never had elk. I'm not afraid to try any of these, by the way. I mean, especially when it comes down to the person that's preparing it. When somebody knows how to cook and prepare, especially a meat like ostrich or elk or even venison, I mean, if they know, chances are, if they're going to cook it for you, they know how to present it and how to season it and what works. You can't always account for something being, gamey because of the environment it was raised in and how they eat and that kind of stuff. But believe me, I mean, I totally understand it and respect the whole ideal of hunting and all of that. I totally get it. I understand it and I love eating them. But it was just that first experience for me. Like I said, that really made it fucking suck. Yeah. But yeah, I've heard John Barry. I've heard squirrel taste a lot. I've had goose. Yes. Brian Rosenberg, I've had goose. Geese. Gooselins. Geeselins. I want the world. I want the whole world. I want to grab it and up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now. But I've heard squirrel tastes like chicken. That's what I've heard, John. And just hearing that is good enough for me. I would definitely try squirrel. Just read your comment, Christy. That reminds me of a story involving a dog we were house sitting. It was at our house, and a stick of butter. But Chris Kuhn says, funny story. My husband smoked a rabbit last year and he put it on the counter. Needless to say, the cat had a heyday. And I'll bet the cat did. And I'll bet it was delicious. We were dog sitting. We came home from church. And right as we walk in the door, this dog, I mean, we used to keep butter open, like covered, but open so that it would be room temperature so you could spread it good. Okay. Some people don't do that. That's fine. That's fine. But we did. And when I open the door, I'm looking and the dog has got the butter up and like taking one bite and taking the rest of it in. It's like, this is like a 25-pound dog ate a fucking stick of butter. And let me tell you what, that and we're dog sitting, so we had no clue that this dog would like go up on the back of the couch, get on the counter, and eat the fucking stick of butter. Okay, this dog, I can't tell you how long it was after that, but I gotta believe it was in like 3 or 4 hours. I was letting this dog out, like every 10 minutes. This dog was greased up. But the first couple times I let the dog out, you guys ever see, like, you go to a big city and they got like the fountains where it goes like water, and then it follows, and it's like, and it's doing that everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? This dog shit like a fountain, put its tail up and was like, and we still talk about it. We still laugh about it. That dog had that butter run through it. Like, you can't believe we were dog sitting. I mean, that dog had nothing left in its body. It was done. But I'll tell you, Laura Hall, the visual that I recall watching this dog shit was so vivid that's the only thing that I can equate it to get my point across about how bad this dog was shitting. It was like shooting those pools. I mean, that dog was like, I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Glad you're all here. I told you I had nothing to talk about tonight. All I can say is that Monday night is in the rearview mirror, and today/tomorrow is Tuesday. It's going to be, I think, a hell of a week as we lead up, because actually, guys, here we go. Tomorrow, when you wake up, there's 7 days until the midterm elections. How's that? How's that? 7 days from the midterm elections come tomorrow. It's the most important election outside of Trump being elected that we will ever take part in our life. The single most important election we will ever take part in our entire life. You let that sink in, seriously. And I know I'm not like telling you guys something you don't know, but let that sink in for a second and think about it in the scope of your life. Whatever age you're at, wherever you've been through in your life, and wherever we're going to go in our life, think about that for a second. This is going to be the second most important election in our life. I would go as far to say it's more important than Trump being elected in 2020. Because if we let 2018 go and we don't do what needs to be done in 2018, listen, 2020 I won't say is moot. It's not moot. It's not a moot point. But damn it, we just went from climbing a hill with cleats to climbing a hill with roller skates. We have to win this damn election. These midterms are that important. And yes, if we lose these elections in 2018, Trump will still be elected in 2020. But you guys, we've set ourselves and humanity back like 8 years. I mean, why do that to ourselves? Why do that to our children? And for some of us, our grandchildren. Why do that? It's that important. Look at all the things that are going off on mainstream television. The pipe bomb, the shooting in Pittsburgh. Why do you think that is? The caravan. I mean, they are introducing news cycle and jumping off it as quick as they can to get to the next one, because they want people going, what the fuck is going on? What is going fucking on right now? I'm not, you know what? All government's corrupt. I just fucking won't vote. That's what they want. Nope. Don't be swayed. None of us. Don't be swayed. There's going to be more things that happen too. The very reason that there's going to be more shit. Now, I think it's going to be similar things to like we've seen with the Pittsburgh shooting, the pipe bombs, the caravan. Listen, you can basically count this as 7 days until the election, is that they have 7 days to try to pull everything out of their ass they can. And they're sloppy. They're making mistakes. They're making bad mistakes. Not bad in the sense of us watching it go down. They're making mistakes because they are ill prepared for this. Ill prepared. It is what it is. But I digress. So there's that. I just tell you, the mainstream television just totally is ill prepared for everything that's going on. But if you take my vitamin Super Beta Male Prostate, it'll make you understand what's going on. Get you out there for November 6th. You can get out there and vote Republican. But that's what's got to happen. You see, the thing about the November 6th election is You're gonna take people and you're gonna get in your car, you're gonna drive over, gonna take out, fill out the little envelope and tell them how you wanna vote. And then you put it in the little thing and it's gonna register it, and then you're gonna be happy because the Republicans gonna win. Doh. Sorry, that actually sucked. But that's what's coming. That's what's going on. 7 days. And it's going to steer the bulk of us, our lives, in our future. It just is. I don't want to be melodramatic, but the reality is that if you're ever going to be melodramatic in your life, now's the time. Take every movie where you saw someone being melodramatic, and like those things when they go, I don't know, Steve. I don't know. I mean, now is that time. If ever there's been a moment for people to be melodramatic and say what it is, now is the time for that. Yeah, John. He's getting his pudding pop. No. You see. All right. So I guess this is Jesus. 37 minutes of absolute rambling bullshit. I apologize. I don't mean to take this time out of your lives, people. Totally. But somehow I did. So, all right. Let's just keep our eye on the clock. Let's see what's coming forward. 7 days. 7 days to the most important thing that's going to happen in our lives. And the important part is that we get President Trump enough people in the House and the Senate so that it will forward the things that he wants to do in his presidency, like repealing Obamacare. And that's just the obvious one. I mean, there's so many things. Border wall security, tax cuts. I mean, listen, it's time to vote these Democrat sons of bitches who are socialist. And I listen, I'll re-break down socialism another night for you guys, but you understand what socialism is, don't you? I think you do. Socialism only works until you run out of shit. But socialism also means that you take it away from everybody and disperse it out to the people that don't deserve it. Some do. Some deserve it. A lot don't. Especially in America, a lot of fucking people don't deserve it. I'm not heartless. Some people do. But we can't look at everybody in our upbringing. And, some people think about people that just sit there and be on welfare and they just have kids so that they can have a business of taking welfare checks and all. Listen, squash it. These people are a product of their environment. That's only happening because they've been taught that you can do that. That is the Democrat socialist agenda. Don't blame the people that are taking advantage and gaming the system. The system was there to game. We have to help people out. We have to get them correctly thinking. We have to pull them out of what this is. And the only thing that's going to do that, you guys, is jobs. As long as there's not jobs available, people are not going to be willing to come out of it. And some people still won't be able to work. Okay. I accept that. The problem with people that deserve to get welfare and all that, listen, You can't say that people that claimed welfare and received it or food stamps are wrong. It's not their fault that they qualified for it, but it is their fault if there's a corrective measure in place and they don't do what they should to take advantage of the things that will get them off welfare. So let's give these people a chance. But that means getting your ass out there and voting November 6th. Get behind President Trump. Let your voice, honestly, let your voice, if you've ever had a voice, let your voice be heard the next 7 days, really 6 days. But let your voice get out there and be heard. Everything truly depends on how this election goes. More so than Trump's election. And we all need to be there for each other. And when I say each other, I'm not just talking about you guys here. I mean, yeah, we got to be here for each other, but we need to be here to pick up the pieces for these poor, poor people. Because on top of all of that happening with the election, the truth of the Q movement and everything going on there is going to come out and surface. It's going to come out. There's nothing that anybody can do about it. It's already set. The dominoes have already started falling. Maybe not to how we all want them to fall or as fast as we want them to fall, but it doesn't matter what we want. They're already falling. And right now we are at the mercy of President Trump and the Q team. And they are controlling how these dominoes fall. We're along for the ride at this point, you guys. We just have to know that we have to trust the plan. We have to trust the plan. And if you look at the sheer idiocy that's coming out of the left mainstream media, which has been happening now for fucking ever, but really the last 2-3 years, really since Trump got elected, Trump and the Q team have been in control of the information that's getting out there by way of Twitter so that people like you and me have a direct communication line with the president. And we stopped listening to mainstream media a long time ago. Listen, we'll listen to some parts of it and decide if it's true or not, like factions of Fox News. But really only 3 that I can think of out of Fox News 4 out of Fox News that I want to even hear from. But man, this has been, like I said, man, in a race that went uphill that you could take in cleats, this is a race uphill in rollerblades, roller skates. It's all bullshit, man. But that being said, we are at the precipice of where all of this negative mainstream media beating against us, and us being in the truth movement, and we keep going. Okay, we're going uphill, and the mainstream comes down, but guess what? We're at the point right now where there is no more beat down. There is no more uphill. It's all intersected going up this hill. And we got decisions to make. We have got to dig in and get up that fucking hill. And we got to squash, beat down, squash, man. This is mainstream television. Yeah, beat that ass. Meh, meh. And be like, eat a dick. All right. I think I've officially gone off the rails. Anyway, you guys doing good? Yeah, there's, I'm looking right now. There's lots of comments that, like, man, I could jump on and we could take them down different rabbit holes. We could. Right when I say that, Tony simply jumps in like, what a miss. What a miss. You see, what you missed was the jello pudding. I already got put in the pudding pop. I already got itself put it in the refrigerator and ate it. No. I'm glad you're here, Tony. It's good to see you. But you missed most of it, bro. Oh man. All right. Well, uh, I guess it ain't too far off the rails. You got the reference. That's good. All right. Well, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. And it's always great to see you all. I'm about to sign this thing off because, yeah, 46 minutes. I don't have anything else to say. What do you mean, Robert Nazawa? What do you want me to talk about, dude? Oh, never mind. I got you. No, I haven't taken it off road yet. I talked about getting off and shutting it down. You're like, you take it off yet? I got what you're saying. No, not yet, bro. Yeah, Joe Mama, stand by. It's right here. And actually, if you are in contact with anybody, um, they, some of them have. I mean, I don't hide it. So I do have it out there, but here it's coming at you in 3, 2, 1. It's really, really tricky. It's billmish123@gmail.com. Not so much Red Pill. We bought a new used vehicle that got into the household. So yeah, you're welcome, Joe Mama. I look forward to seeing your email. Just a new addition to the house, Red Pill. It's not a fucking off-road vehicle or anything. I mean, it's just an addition. So it's a piece of transportation. Texas. Who is here from Texas? Is it Bottle Cap? Is that the former food stamp? Anyway. Yeah, that's exactly right, Red Pill. I don't know if you saw what I put out last night, but I went into a little rant about vehicles and how and why I buy them. And, someday maybe I will afford a vehicle that, I dream about, but we'll see. Okay, Bottle Cap. I like it that you called yourself a cat. That's one of my catchphrases too, man. I used to call people cats all the time. Thank you for being here. I can't say that I've seen you here before, but you from Texas, and Texas, all right with me. I've had good times in Texas. Everybody say hello to Bottle Cap. John Barry, awesome to see you, man. Yes, I've heard that before, John Barry. Somebody buys a new car, it's just awful. You drive it off the lot, you're down like 3, 4, 5 grand immediately. And, unless you get a really, really I'm not saying if you get a really good one, but if you're fortunate enough to get one that doesn't give you any hassles, no matter the make. I mean, if you can get one that doesn't give you any hassles for 4 or 5 years, maybe the whole new vehicle thing does work out for people. Maybe, but you do lose an ass load of equity right when you drive it off the lot, and there's no getting around that. Man, you guys keep talking. I feel like you don't want me to shut this stream down. Texas is a great place. Yeah. Thanks, Nozawa. Robert Nozawa, the voice of reason. Thanks, man. Thank you. All right, guys. Let it be said. Let the information be welcome to me. All right, guys. I love you all. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. How's that? So, with that, the camouflage hat guy. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You came late. I love you. I will look for you tomorrow night and try to get some substance for you. So we'll do that. Have a fantastic night. Bill Michaud. Out.